Hello, traders. Gary Wagner with the gold forecast here. It is Friday, as we say on the islands of Oahu. Happy Aloha Friday. Gold trading substantially higher today, up about $21.60. Currently trading at 1406.51. It has broken the $1,400 barrier and done it with a vengeance. On today's report, we're going to recap the week in review. We will talk to you about our open position, some plans that I have for that next week, whether that be to scale and add more to those positions, also to take a look at the stop, all on today's Daily Reports Weekend Review. Traders, we can't really review the week without taking a look at the pattern that started this whole activity off for us. That was that Three River Morning Star. It happened about the 17th or 18th of this month. Traders, you recall, as the market came down, we saw this doji form and got rather excited. When it completed this pattern, of course, we went ahead and entered a long position. We entered that position right in here. Now, the reason that I bring that up is because last week, what I noticed and I was bringing to the attention of our traders is something that the market technicians simply call a pennant or flag formation. Let me try to draw it in here for us traders. And really all we're doing is we're going from the highs and drawing our upward resistance here and then support down here. On a pennant formation, of course, what you're getting is as this market narrows and this range compresses, so what happens is it comes back up here. The range is about half the size of here, again, about half the size here. And what tends to happen is when that market actually gets to the apex of a flag formation, it will break very, very hard to the upside or downside. We, of course, were anticipating an upside break, but genuinely traders, you can see how strong once we got that break, which was right here. This is the apex or pinnacle, let's say, of our pennant formation as we draw it right in here. And of course, these are just rough draws. But the one thing that you can see is this market took off with a fury to the upside. Once it broke from about the 1370 point to where it's currently sitting at 1406. That pennant formation was absolutely powerful and gave us valid insight last week as we worked with our long position in the market. Traders, we are looking at our 240-minute candlestick chart. Each candle represents 4 hours in time. This is one of the charts that I use to plot various points of support and resistance. Of course, we talked about the fact yesterday that we believed we were building a base at this 1380 point. At this stage of the game, I absolutely believe that to be the case. We had an utter breakout to the upside. Couple of things. First, it's well above that 50%, and I believe that it should close at that level. To me, that's very, very important. The other thing that you do want to notice is when we look at our pitchfork here, the Andrews pitchfork, you can see that it traded within a channel. But today's activity has broken it above that channel right in here, so that if we do get a continuation, what we will need to do is to plot a higher channel line in which it will start to trade up like this. Now, what I'm doing is simply adding a couple of channel lines, and for this, of course, we will use our negative numbers. So I simply want to be able to plot the 38% level and, of course, the 23% level. We'll go ahead and put those in. Let's make sure they're visible. That always helps. And as you can see, what we've done is drawn a couple of these upper channel lines so that if it follows suit and we do track above this, what I would expect at this point is to see the market trade within this channel as it goes for the record highs. At this point, I really do not believe there's any real kind of resistance till about 1414. And then, of course, our record top, 1424. That is personally where I believe gold is headed. It's been an awesome week in terms of a strategy for next week. Once we see the market form a base, I should say if and when we see the market form a base above this $1,400 mark, we will look to trail our stop up very, very tight right behind that. The second thing I'm going to recommend is if we get some serious follow through buying next week, we might want to consider adding to the position, but we'll talk about that on Sunday. This has been Gary Wagner wishing you, as always, good trading, and we absolutely got that this week. We'll talk to you on Sunday for the Daily Report. Bye-bye.